Someone overlooked you and they instantly regretted it. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. Someone overlooked you and they instantly regretted it. Somebody drop in the comments and say, you regret this? Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, you regret this. See, you may think being overlooked was a bad thing. Yep. You probably felt as if you were less than just because that man or woman overlooked you. Yep. That job did not give you the job, okay? Your business did not take off yet. You probably felt as if since you were a child, you have been overlooked and you know that you was overqualified. If that was you, drop in the comments and say, that was me. I know. Now, this is what I want you to realize. When you are overlooked, it does not mean that you will not get the position. When you're overlooked, it just means that maybe you wasn't ready at that time. But see, what God had placed in you was something that no one else could see yet. See, couldn't nobody see who David was. They couldn't see it. They just see him as a small shepherd boy. Couldn't nobody see, that David was a brave soldier and yet to be king. Nobody could see it yet. So it doesn't mean that he was not the one. He just was not yet ready. And see, God hides his most prized possessions. You was his most prized possession. I need y'all to realize that. Now, you have cases like that, and then you have cases where people overlook you and you are ready. We're going to talk about it. People overlook you and you are ready, right? Now, Reno, I thought you said that God hides us until we are ready. See, the thing is, y'all, every opportunity is not from the Most High. Every opportunity is not from God. Some opportunities do come from the devil, right? Some opportunities do come from people who are envious and jealous of us, and they never really wanted to give you a shot for that spot or a chance for that job, right? So, family, let me just say this real quick, y'all. Just because you are overlooked, it doesn't mean that you are overcooked. It means that the right opportunity awaits for your arrival, right? So don't get mad just because the man didn't choose you. That wasn't your man. Don't get mad because the job didn't select your application. That wasn't your job. And don't get mad just because the world has yet to see your greatness. It's not for them to see it. It's for God to reveal it. And so with that being said, y'all, understand something. Someone overlooked you and they instantly regretted it, right? Quick thing, y'all. Let's just say a man chooses one woman out of a group of 5 females, right? He chose the one that was the most beautiful. He chose the one that had the most curves. And he overlooked the one who would treat him the best, raise his kids correctly, give him the most affection. You know when he instantly regretted it? When he realized all this woman had was looks. When he realized all she had was looks. Okay? So don't worry about the fact that they have overlooked you. That's their loss. Drop that down below in the comments. Your loss. All right? Just know they instantly regretted it. Yeah, y'all. Let's go ahead and get directly into this, family. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's get right into it, y'all. So first thing is first, number one, they seen you as a threat. Yep. They seen you as a threat. People tend to overlook those who they feel is going to give them a problem. Yeah, that's what you are. You're a problem. People tend to overlook those who they feel will take the shine away, right? Because that makes you a threat. See, as long as you can fall underneath their umbrella, as long as you can be a branch to their tree, as long as you can be a support system to their system, they are okay with it, right? Yeah, let Roger come on out here. Yeah, let Kimberly come on out here. It's okay. They ain't no threat. But see, when you can sing just as good as them, it's a problem. When you can dance just as good as them, it's a problem. When you are just as smart as them, it is a problem. So let me overlook you. But see, again, just because you are overlooked, it doesn't mean that you are overcooked. Yeah, you done, you ready, right? It's your time. However, that wasn't the right opportunity. That wasn't the right person. That wasn't the right boss. That wasn't the right path. Make sense of what I'm trying to say, y'all? You are seen as a threat, and it's something that you're going to have to embrace, right? Because you've been going through this since you was a child, I'm guessing. You've been going through this ever since you was in school, I'm guessing, right? You've been going through this even in your adulthood, I'm guessing. You've always been seen as the more prettier female. You always been seen as the more handsome male. You've always been seen as the most popular, or even if you wasn't the most popular, but you was the most attracting, right? Like sometimes, y'all, you don't have to be the most popular in the school, but you attract people with your magnetic spirit. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? It's like people are drawn to you and they don't even know why. That is a threat because you have the eyes and the minds of the people. And anybody who have the eyes and the mind of the people have the control over the people. And not in a negative way or an evil way, but you have the control, the influence, if you will. I think that's a better word, the influence over the people, right? And that's why you have social media influencers. You have people who are celebrities, which have influence. Anytime a person have influence, y'all, it's going to make you be deemed as a threat. Because guess what, y'all? If Beyonce post on her social, I'm talking about just one post on Instagram and say, we are no longer eating at Chick-fil-A. I guarantee you, at very minimum, 100,000 people is not going to eat at Chick-fil-A. I can guarantee you that 100,000 people will not eat at Chick-fil-A. That ain't control. That's influence. That's influence. Now, can influence turn into control? Absolutely. But the point is, y'all, you're seen as a threat because of your influence. Point blank period. Number 2, they are afraid that you will steal the spotlight, right? I know I said this, y'all, but we're going to dive into it. They are afraid that you will steal the spotlight. They are, y'all. You know, when you are a person who have a light that they can't turn off, you are a scary sight to see. You ever seen one celebrity, and I'm talking about on television, but one celebrity go into one room with multiple other celebrities, and then it's like one just shine the brightest out of all of them? I mean, and the other celebrities know it too because they put their head down as soon as that one walk in. They like, oh man, here he go. Here she go. That's the effect that you have. People are afraid that you will steal the spotlight. Maybe you are more humorous. You're more funny. You're more intelligent. You know, maybe you are more pretty, you know, more attractive. Or again, attracting, meaning that gravitational spirit. It's something about you that makes a light shine over you 10 times more. All stars shine. Let's keep that 100. All stars shine, but some just shine brighter than others. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? So here's the thing. They purposely overlook you. They purposely see you and they run away. They purposely hope that you never, ever get the position on purpose. You know why? Because they know that this is the time they're going to be put out of business. Do you think that Chick-fil-A will allow their business to be right next door to Zaxby's, right? Or let me just say it like this. Do you think that Zaxby's will want to put their business right next door to Chick-fil-A? See, I don't really think that Chick-fil-A will have a problem. You know why? Because Chick-fil-A is Chick-fil-A regardless. Zaxby's is still fighting. Zaxby's is, they own that boat that can possibly turn into the Titanic if they do the wrong thing. I'm not saying that they don't have their core fan base. I'm not saying that they don't have people who actually cares about them. I'm not saying that, y'all. But what I'm saying is some stars actually shine brighter. They do. And in this situation, y'all, Chick-fil-A is the brighter star. So why would I want to put my business right next door to a Chick-fil-A? You see what I'm saying? They are afraid that they'll take the spotlight. That's you. Don't nobody want to sit next to you. Don't nobody want you to be next to them. They don't. I need all the shine for myself. It's almost like having a second child, comparing the first child to the second child. It's just something about that first child, ain't it? Second child get tired of living in the shadow of the first child. You the first child. Understand that, y'all. Number 3, they are intentionally trying to block you from your destiny. Yup. They are intentionally trying to block you from your destiny. See, here's the thing, y'all. You can't block what God has for a person. And I know it sounds so mundane, so cliche. It's like a natural stigma. You can't stop what God got for a person. But here's the thing, y'all. It is really true. You can't stop what God has for an individual. You really can't. And so when you really think of it, y'all, them trying to block you from your destiny is only blocking them from theirs. Because the time and energy and effort that they're spending on helping you not get to your destiny, it's the same amount of time, effort, and energy that they can be spending on themselves getting to their destiny. Make sense? Like, you ever seen a person on these movies where they try to keep two people from getting together and somehow they just find themselves back to that person? You ever seen where a person tried to keep a particular person from getting to this job, but somehow they still find themselves in that position, right? And one of my favorites, y'all, is Cinderella. Y'all know when Cinderella was, hidden in the basement, they treated her like trash. They pretty much verbally and emotionally abused her and was like, you ain't finna get to the prince. And somehow the prince still sent for her in that basement. That's what happens, y'all, with people like you, the chosen one. They can try to block you from your destiny all they want, right? But you will just only find your way getting to it faster. Simple as that. Somebody drop in the comments and say, you can't stop me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, you can't stop me. These are facts, y'all. I'm just being honest. Number 4. It's going to be this right here, family. They are neglecting your light. All right? They are neglecting your light. It's almost like having a child. You neglect them attention, love, okay? You neglect them from things that they are deserving of. And they turn out to be something totally different than what you expect. Maybe they turn out to be a terrible child, or maybe they turn out to be the best child that you ever had. But when you neglect something, it always turns into something either worse or better. These are facts. So understand something, y'all. They're only making you turn out for the best. They're only making you turn out to be the person that God called you to be. They neglected your light. That's okay. They can put their sunglasses on, but somebody gonna take them sunglasses off and see you. And guess what? You are going to be exalted right in front of your enemies' faces. You're gonna be the one who's gonna get elevated right in front of your enemies' faces. So they can neglect your talents all they want. They can neglect your gifts all they want. But neglecting your light is not going to neglect you from your destiny. Point blank, period. Moving on to the next one, y'all, which is the last one. That's going to be number 5, y'all. You are gold in the dirt, all right? I'm going to say it once again, y'all. Louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. You are gold in the dirt. Yep. See, some people know when you are gold in the dirt, or the same analogy, y'all, diamond in the rough. Some of y'all may know it by that, right? But we're going to say gold in the dirt today. People know when you are gold in the dirt, which means you may be a little rough around the edges. You ain't all polished up, right? You may be a little rough, when it comes to how you pronunciate your words or articulate your words and stuff like that. But guess what, y'all? God's still working on that, right? He's still working on that. But it don't take away the gift that you have. It don't take away who you are as an individual. It don't take away that you're still the chosen one. It don't take away from that. However, y'all, they see that you're a gold, but they're going to try to keep you away from your destiny. They're going to try to keep you away from elevating. They're going to try to keep you away from moving up, right? Because they see that you are actually gold. They know that you are special. They know this. So they say, you know what? Let's keep him right down in the dirt. Because if this one get cleaned up, they're going to realize that he gold, and he going to put all of us out of business. Yeah, they're going to realize that this is real gold, and they're going to pay more to him or her, right? And we don't need that. So let's keep them down there in the dirt. They're hoping that you stay disguised as trash. They are hoping that you stay disguised as dirt. They hope. They hope nobody see you. But here's the sad reality, y'all. The way that they're treating you, someone else is going to turn around and treat them the same exact way. You know why? Because you get back what you put out. And guess what? You have people who look for other people who are gold in the dirt, right? Translation, you have people in high places who are sent by God, and they go down to the trenches. They go down to the hoods. They go down to where people are afraid of going just to go find that gold that was in the dirt. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? That's you. You that gold in the dirt. You in that small country town. Or maybe you in that big city, but you were hidden by every fish that's out there. You're hidden. You a small fish in a big ocean, a big lake, a big pond. Somebody, a fisherman will come out there and find you. Guaranteed. And uplift you in front of all the big fishes in that pond. Here's the thing. It's still a pond. They not even in the ocean. That's your destiny, to be in the ocean. So sticking to the point, y'all, someone overlooked you and they instantly regretted it. Because I guarantee you, if they had the opportunity to realize what you was becoming, they would have treated you so much differently. But they thought you was going to stay gold in the dirt. They thought that they could hide you there, but they couldn't, right? So understand what I'm saying, y'all. Someone overlooked you and they instantly regretted it. Don't think they don't, and don't think they didn't, all right? But with that being said, y'all already know how we do. As we conclude this video, family, listen, y'all make sure y'all go to the Rich Mentality Academy. Y'all make sure y'all join that, all right? That's where you have all the courses, the social influence course, the escape, the rat race course. I'm going to have the dreams to reality transformation manifestation course, okay? And I'm going to have some more things that I upload, but that is now the new hub. So y'all make sure y'all go over there, y'all. Subscribe, but it's more than a subscription, y'all. This is your tribe. Go meet your tribe, family. But with that being said, y'all can still get the t-shirt, book a one-on-one session with your boy, all right? The whole 9, family. But y'all make sure y'all go over to the RMA, Rich Mentality Academy. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.